We're live. It is 2 o'clock. It's now really nice outside, so I decided that it's probably time to line dry my clothes, but I don't have a clothesline, and I looked on Amazon and saw the prices of just basic clothesline and thought, you know what? We're gonna make our own instead. I'm also vlogging as I film this chat. So I'm going to triple strand these two cotton yarns. One of these is Lily Sugar and Cream, one of these is Premier, and I'm going to double strand those two with some scrap acrylic just to give it some more heft. So let's do it. We're making a clothesline. So we're going to use this great big hook to make a clothesline. And it's got to be about 13 feet long. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Where do you get your yarn from? Well, right now I'm just using scrap yarn. So I don't know where all this yarn came from. I've started with a loop for hanging it. We're going to go for about 13 feet, and then we'll make another loop, and then we'll have a clothesline. So let's see how long this takes. Do you have a tutorial? Nope, we are making this up as I go along. And I'm going to do this with foundation single crochets. I'm going to do this using foundation single crochets just to give it a little bit of extra heft. How long do you think this is going to take? I don't know. However long it takes to get to 13 feet. So that's how long it needs to be to reach my hooks that I already had hanging on my porch. It needs to be strong. So, there. It's 30 minutes or so, you think? Well, we just started here, so let's see how long it takes. Oop, I dropped the... Doing triple stranded scrap yarn, a cotton polyester. You get your yarn from Joann's. I used to before they went out of business. Miss Joann's. You're crocheting a penguin right now. That sounds fun. Okay, let's see. We're down to 9 inches. We need 13 feet. So let's get going. See how long it takes to crochet a clothesline. We're doing this using the foundation single crochet. because I don't own any clothespins, but I own lots of hangers, and that's how I prefer to dry my clothes when I line dry. So it's thick enough that I can wedge the hanger in through the crochet, the stitches. So here we go. If you want to see how long this takes, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit that subscribe button. See, how long does it take to make a 13-foot foundation chain? That I will then use to dry my clothes, because I ain't paying $5 for a line of cotton for a clothesline. When I can just do this instead. And it doesn't have to be pretty, it can just be, because it's only meant for holding clothes. Pardon all the different noises in the background. I have every window in my house open because it's a lovely day. And yeah. It's so nice to finally be warm enough that I could have all the windows open and air the house out and turn off the heat and all that great stuff. It's almost nighttime for you. Wow. Yeah, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. The time changed, so it feels like it should be 3 o'clock. Or no, it feels like it should be. What time should it be? I don't know. We jumped forward an hour. 6 p.m. for you. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. for us. But the sun won't set till late tonight, so I mean, I kind of liked it being light out when I drive into work in the morning, but oh well. Because I go to work so early, it's still dark usually. And lately it's been warmer, but lighter, but now with daylight savings, it's not. All right, there we go. We've got a chain, a long chain. Okay, don't count the loop. All right, we are just at the 3-foot mark. So 10 more feet to go. So 10 minutes to get 3 feet. Chains and be done. Yeah, I could, but I want this to be really strong. Because I live in a very windy area. I basically live in a wind tunnel. So I want this to be strong enough that I can hook hangers into it. and then not run the risk of it possibly snapping and blowing away. It's very windy right now. So we're gonna do 13 feet, nice and strong. Project with magic rings, yeah. Oh, all right, we're about out of one of the cotton yarns. So I'll have to tie on another one. Not to worry, I have so much cotton yarn. It took forever to use up this whole cone. I think it's just you right now in the chat. Other people will come. Takes a bit sometimes to get people in here. A couple more chains and then I gotta tie on another. There's 5 people. Mine says there's 9 people. It's usually a slow start, but then they appear. You're subscribing? Thank you. Right. It's the end of that skein. Yeah. So I will be going over to my shelf and grabbing another scrap of Lily Sugar and Cream to continue. So one sec, chat. Okay, which one do I want? Which one do I want to use? I'll use this tiny bit. Yeah. We'll use this teeny tiny bit of pink. And tie it on with a magic knot right now, real quick. Again, this don't have to look pretty. It's a clothesline. It's just gotta hold stuff. I haven't known what to do with this scrap of pink forever, so. All right, back in business. So, hope everybody had a good week. Mine was kind of rough because work. But the sun's finally out and the weather is warmer, so we've got that going for us. The charger is running in and out. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure most people that are with me on live just have me as background noise for their own crochet projects. Enjoy other people crochet? Yeah, me too. I like having it on as other live streams and stuff on as background noise. Yeah. Not the only one crocheting right now. Yeah, absolutely. All my neighbors are out on their ATVs, motorcycles. Since the weather's finally nice. Do you live in Morocco? No, I live in the United States. I live in Pennsylvania. Right, here we go. We've got some good length going on this. You live in Morocco? That's nice and warm over there. It's been annoyingly cold in Pennsylvania for a while. With the war? No, no war. Vast majority of Americans do not want this. Especially when I was a kid. I grew up during the Iraq War back in the early 2000s. So seeing this going on, it's like, ugh! Not again! We're tired of this. I have to leave my turn. It's on its last breath. Oh no! Bye. Thanks for coming. Right, it's been about 20 minutes since we started this. Definitely not 13 feet yet, but we've made excellent progress crocheting this clothesline. Okay, this is almost the same height as me, which means it's about 5 feet now. So 5 out of 13. Dang, lots of people out and about today since the weather's so nice. There go the dogs. Neighbor's dogs. I don't have a dog. Wow. Go. There we go. It's coming along. It's coming along. Okay, let's measure it, shall we? Oh wow, we're already at 11 feet. We just have 2 more to go. So, about a half hour to make a whole 13-foot clothesline. Wow. I'll probably put a couple extra inches on it just to be sure. Ugh. It'd be great if we could finish off that little bit of scrap. For the vlog. Okay, we're reaching the end. Pink. So we're gonna measure one more time. See, maybe if we finish it off, or if we're gonna need to get another scrap out. So did we finish? Did we finish? Did we finish? Did we finish? Yes, we made it 13 feet in a half hour. Woohoo, we did it. So I will do a few more stitches. Put that away. Actually, I should give that back to my father. We're really thinking about it. So made it 13 feet. I'm going to do a few more stitches just to really be sure, and then we'll put the loop on. And then we'll think of something else to crochet. And I'll have used up a lot of my scrap yarn. Yay! Always a benefit when you use up scrap yarn. Using up scrap yarn is always the best. And it's done. All right, we did it. We made a clothesline. And it only took a half hour. Nice. So obviously I'm not going to go hang this up right this second. We've only been live for a half hour, and that's not enough time to be live. So set this aside. Wow, barely used up any scrap. Set it all aside for now. Admire my work. And I have another project to work on. First for the vlog. Alright, we did it. 13 feet done. So now I'm going to work on something else. Set that aside, and I'm going to grab this project I've been working on. So this is a vest dress thing I've been working on to give to a friend of mine's baby. It's got a ruffly skirt. This was based off an old pattern I found on a yarn label many, many years ago. And I made the yoke following the pattern, but I decided what if we did ruffles instead of the regular pattern for the skirt part. So I made ruffles, and it's turning out really cute. And it eats a lot of yarn, but whatever. So we'll work on this for a little while before I go hang up my clothesline. Because ruffles take forever. If you're just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit that subscribe button. I go live pretty much every Sunday now. It was Saturday nights, but lately it's been Sunday afternoons. There's the neighbor's dog. Oh, it's so nice to be airing the house out. So I bought this house back in October, and this is the first time since I bought the joint that I've been able to have the windows open to air it out. Hi, Chris. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday indeed. Lost an hour of sleep, but tomorrow's in-service day at work, so I don't have to go in as early, and there's no children there. Yay! Oh, goodness gracious. God, I'm looking out at this. Such a nice day. I'm like, I didn't even know this many people lived in this town. Seeing them all around outside. It's crazy. Gotta think of spring projects to work on. Well, I need to think of spring projects to work on using yarn I already have, since I'm under a yarn buying ban until further notice. I can't win. Now, Hirschner's has been emailing me discount codes like, we miss you. I miss you guys too. But I need to get my sales up, and everything's just expensive. Bought my last bit of heating oil for the winter just in time. Oh, the wind. been a nice sunny day though, so yay. I always forget how much yarn ruffles seem to eat up. Gosh, I gotta put my smoke detector back up at some point. That was an ordeal this week, let me tell y'all. I have a fancy ADA compliant smoke detector that my realtor gifted me when I bought the place. It connects to my phone. It does smoke, carbon monoxide, air quality, moisture, everything. Because I have no sense of smell, so it's also extra sensitive. And I found out it will automatically call 911 the hard way because it's been super humid here now that it's finally warming up, but it wouldn't stop raining. And turns out that the moisture was setting off the smoke detector portion of it. And so I was sitting there just watching TV a couple days ago, and then I heard there's smoke in the hallway. Alarm will sound if smoke continues to fill the hallway. And I'm like, why are there voices? And then I get an alert on my phone that smoke level's rising. So I walk around, I check my house out, but none of my other smoke alarms are going off. And they're all just regular smoke alarms, but with extra sensitivity. This is the main hub. Yes. So, yeah, I've got the main hub smoke alarm. It's the combination everything alarm, and it goes right out. It's right outside the yarn room. And then I have a regular smoke alarm downstairs, a regular carbon monoxide alarm downstairs, and then a smoke alarm at the top of the basement and a carbon monoxide alarm at the top of the basement. So the main hub one was the only one going off. The other ones that are also just as sensitive but are only for smoke were not going off. So I dismissed the warning that smoke levels were rising. And I couldn't find anything. I felt all the walls in my house. I did a full inspection. I crawled up into the attic. I went down in the basement. I felt all the pipes. I felt the walls. And there was nothing. It was just super humid. Okay. So, dismissed the alert from my phone. Went, okay, house is not on fire. It's fine. So then a few days ago, the next day, I'm at work and I get an alert on my phone. Oh, hey, smoke levels rising at your house from the main hub alarm. But again, I had just checked everything. So I dismissed the alarm. Went home. Obviously, the house was still standing. Oh! Okay, I have the bathroom window open and the wind is blowing the curtain, and out of the corner of my eye, it looked like a purse. So, yeah. Get that alert. I'm like, okay. So I reach up there with my Swiffer duster and I dust it off, because then I'm Googling it. I'm like, okay, why is this alerting? But there's nothing wrong in the house, and none of the other alarms I have are alerting. And it said, oh, sometimes it can be dust or humidity. And I'm like, okay, well, it's right near, kind of near a heating vent, so it's probably dusty, because God knows when this house last had its HVAC system fully looked at. So I dusted it off and everything was okay. 3 o'clock Friday morning, found out just how ADA compliant this thing is. It goes off at 3 a.m. in the morning and wakes me up out of a very, very, very deep sleep. I was in like stage 4 NREM. Like, I was gone, basically in a coma. Well, I would, but it was like $200, so ain't throwing that out. But it goes off and it's making its smoke alarm noise, and there's strobe lights flashing, and it's saying emergency, smoke, fire, emergency, evacuate now. So I come stumbling out, and there's no smoke. It's cold. It's cold in the house. Stumbling around, and I had just previously checked everything before bed, so I'm like, there's no way this house is actually on fire, and clearly. And my parents had a similar alarm system at home, and every time it's humid, it would sometimes. Oh, I almost took a baseball bat to it, because so I go up, I jump up, I push the silence button because everything's fine. And mind you, it's dark in here and there's strobe lights flashing, and I can't find the light switch because I'm so disoriented. And the stairs are right there, so there was almost a possibility that I went down the stairs. Finally, yeah, I pushed the button, and then it says, unable to silence alarm, emergency, evacuate now. Unable, and I'm like, crap. And then I look at my phone lights up, and it's trying to call 911. And my phone's flashing at me, evacuate, evacuate. I'm like, the house is not on fire. It's just humid. So I cancel the call on my phone, and then it tries again. Meanwhile, it's still strobing and yelling, and it's this robotic voice. And in hindsight, I should have just let it call 911, and then the fire department could have come and seen, oh, false alarm, confirmed that everything was fine, and dealt with the thing. So with one hand, I'm canceling the call. The other hand, I'm hitting the silence button, and it keeps going. Unable to silence alarm, evacuate, warning, fire, fire, fire. And finally, I have to shut my phone off, rip the damn thing out of the ceiling, somehow pry it open. I finally found the light switch and turned the lights on. Pry it open, and I had to rip out each individual battery to get it to finally stop. And then I stumbled back off to bed, but I had been woken out of such a deep sleep that I was very disoriented the whole time. And I didn't know if it was a dream or not. And then I wake up an hour later, because it's time for me to wake up and start my day. And there's batteries all over the floor and the smoke detector on the floor, and I was like, oh, that actually happened. And then I was groggy and disoriented the whole rest of the day. Went into work and my boss walked in and was like, "You look awful." And I'm like, "I feel awful. You don't know what kind of night I just had." So I left it disconnected for the weekend. I went to visit my parents for the weekend because I had a birthday party in my hometown to go to for my co-teacher's daughter. And it's not like I was without alarms. That's just the fancy one that's connected to my phone, and it's the main hub. I have other alarms too. So I'm gonna reconnect it probably after we get off of live and see if air in the house out and the humidity's finally gone down. So we'll see, because then after all of that, of course, I went around the house and checked everything, and no, it was fine. Clearly. So but it's just, the thing is so sensitive. But that thing, I pulled it down, it had like 10 batteries in it, and it was still going when I got to the last battery and finally ripped it out. And it was like, Jesus Christ. I was so tired afterwards. It was awful, and I was so disoriented. That Friday after work, I went to my parents' house and I just crashed on the couch. And then because it had me so rattled up, I woke up Saturday morning and I was having another TMJ flare up because it freaked me out so much. And it's just, good Lord, could not catch a break. I mean, I know it's a sensitive one. It beeps at me every time I fry something. So to be honest, I probably won't plug it back in until after dinner when I'm done with my dinner and baking and everything. But oh my gosh, yeah. Not how I wanted to be woken up on a Friday morning. Not at all. It's windy out. What time is it? It's almost 3, right? Yep, almost 3 o'clock. Be live for a little while longer. So then I gotta do other stuff like muffins and finish the laundry. And then Monday I gotta find an HVAC person because I do need my dryer vent cleaned out. It's not drying very well. Which, I mean, I can live without the dryer for a while because we just made a clothesline and it's so windy out here that it's basically nature's dryer. Door creaking is geeking me out. This is turning out so cute. Daniel Delani from Sri Lanka. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Hello, welcome to the live. Hello, welcome to the live. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. It's starting to get a little chilly again because of the wind. What are you making now? I'm making a little vest dress for a friend's baby with a ruffly skirt. It's very cute. Making that right now. And when I finish it, I'll take some pictures because I've been making a couple of these like cute ruffly vests lately. So beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I want to start making these vests to sell on my shop for spring and summer because they're so cute. Might do some red, white, and blue ones for 4th of July. Because it's a little late to get started on making these for Easter just because I would not have enough time to make a bunch, list them for sale, and then ship them out while also working my day job. So, 4th of July. Thank you. The ruffles, they take up so much yarn. I think a couple more after this row, I think we'll be done. Yeah, I think we'll finish this row, one more row, double crochet, and then a row of single crochet. And then the main part of this will be all done. Dryer's done. Okay, we do one more round of double crochet. And then we'll do a row of single crochet. And then we'll put the white trim on just to finish it off. And then maybe I'll use the scraps to make a matching headband. There go the dogs. Oh my goodness. These ruffles take forever. For the vlog. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, finally. Move on to the last row. It's so bright and colorful though. It makes me think of sunsets. What are you crocheting? I am working on a little dress vest for my friend's 1-year-old. We're on the last row, and then I'm going to add a round of single crochets. Bedspread from granddaughter. That's fun. That's always nice. Oh, that wind. Love your colors. Have a good day. Thank you. Have fun making your bedspread. Right, chat. Last few stitches, and then we're gonna get going. I have to finish my laundry and all that great stuff. So, thank you everyone for coming. I hope you enjoyed the live. We will be live again next Sunday at some point. So, yeah, I guess I'll see y'all then. So, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next live stream.